Hey guys, so today's video is something I'm super excited about because this is probably my first like super glam out there, out of my comfort zone makeup look.
I could stay like this, forever following you. Just don't get too far and I'll be right where you are. You're a dream that I could finally see.
A lot of you guys were requesting for something a little bit more glam, so I decided to give it to you. So this is a glitter cut crease. Today's video is actually in partnership with Ulta. You guys know I absolutely adore Ulta. If I'm not in the store, then I'm ordering online, like literally every week. So all these products you guys can find at Ulta, and I'll make sure to have all the links down below so you can find them easily. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, so let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to grab my Too Faced Hangover Primer just to make sure my skin is nice and prepped for foundation. And then I'm also going to make sure my lips are prepped by using the Cosmetics Vitality Lip Flush just to make sure there's like no cracking or like, you know, dryness. We don't want that. And then I'm going to move on to my brows. And for my brows, I'm just going to do this standard thing I usually do in taking my Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil, and I'm going to fill in my brows just to make them thicker, and then use the Benefit Cut Brow to work on the very tip, kind of wing, whatever you want to call it. And because I'm not the neatest person when it comes to working with my brows, I'm going to grab my NYX Conceal, Correct, and Contour palette just to make sure I clean it up. It makes a huge difference, I promise. Just try it with any concealer just to clean up your brows right after you do them. It like makes them look 10 times better. I'm also going to grab my Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil and work on the very inner part of my brow, just because I feel like it makes it look a little bit natural, and this is such a small tip, it works really well. I'm going to grab my Lancome Teint Idole Ultra 24-Hour Foundation with my Cosmetics Skin Smoothing Complexion Brush. I like to use long-lasting foundations, especially on date night, and this is like a medium full coverage foundation. I absolutely adore it, and it looks really nice on the skin, especially after wearing it for a long day. I love, love, love it and highly recommend it. I'm not sure how well it works for oily skin, so that's interesting. You definitely need to check that out if there's any reviews out there. But after filling in, you know, my imperfections on my skin, I like to move on and use my Essence Make Me Brow Mascara, because my brows are a monster of their own, you guys know, and I like to make sure they're nice and controlled. Now I'm going to take my Bare Minerals Bare Skin Perfecting Veil Powder and just apply that on my eyes to prep them for eyeshadow. And I already put on concealer when I was doing my eyebrows onto the eyes, so that kind of works as a primer in itself. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my 8-pan customizable palette, which you can snag from Ulta for $12.50. You can also get a 4-pan online for $8 and a Z palette for $20, but I'm going to be using the Ulta Beauty Collection eyeshadows, which come in like little single packages, and they're magnetic, which is super cool. They're $8.50 each, and there's 36 shades, and they're paraben free, but basically you can pop them out of their little packaging and put them into these customizable palettes. So I made this one, and I'm going to start off with Desire, which is going to be my crease color, and look at how smooth and pigmented these eyeshadows are. Literally the matte shades are like my love. So I'm going to go ahead and use these on my crease, and then moving on I'm going to go and grab Petite, which is this beautiful kind of matte beige eyeshadow for like a highlight underneath my brow. And then I'm going to move on to my favorite, which is Plum Pop, and this is going to be my definition in the crease. I really wanted to have like a little bit of a purple pink theme going on, so I used this one, and I'm going to start defining it in a nice way and kind of going back into Desire to blend it together. When you're trying to do a cut crease, it's important to make sure you do those dark colors first, because once you apply that concealer or whatever it is that you're going to use to define it, it's going to be hard to blend. So right now is where I'm trying to really define it and figure out how my cut crease is going to go. And I like to take a small eyeliner brush and use Plum Pop and outline where the cut crease is going to go, because I'm going to be honest, I'm not the best when it comes to trying to make symmetrical cut creases on my eyes. I messed up actually in this video and had to restart my eyeshadow. So it's just, you know, don't be scared. Just make sure you outline it first and then go in and use concealer to outline it further, and take your time, because this is supposed to be like, you know, really precise, really beautiful. So just take as much time as you need to make sure that it is beautiful and clean and cut the way that you want it to be. And then I'm going to go in with Desire to just set that area before I go in with like shimmery shadows and whatnot. And I'm going to go in with a nice small precision point brush and use Plum Pop to redefine that crease. And then you can also go in with Coffee Bean, which is like a dark brown, to outline the sharp line. You want to kind of define it further. You can always go in with black or something like gray, but I wanted to create a shadow that was not too harsh, so I used brown. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab Beauty Junkie for an all over the lid color. I was between this one and Valentine, but I decided on Beauty Junkie because it's nice and pink. Now I'm going to grab my Urban Decay Liquid Glitter Liner in Midnight Cowboy because I wanted to do a glitter cut crease, and I thought this was the easiest way to do it. It's basically just a glitter liner, as I said, and you just kind of follow the outline of your cut crease. Now, I thought this was easier than applying glitter onto your eye and trying to mess with that, but if you aren't comfortable doing a glitter cut crease, feel free to skip this step, but I thought it was super beautiful. It like looks really great in different lighting. And then I'm going to go ahead and use my Lancome Grandiose liner just to line my eyes. So I, at one point, was regretting lining my eyes just because it does look a little bit like dark and heavy, and it's totally up to you how you feel comfortable going out on date night, but I thought it would look beautiful even without the liner. So I decided to kind of lighten it up a little bit by using, again, more liquid glitter liner, and I applied that on the top of the line, and it ended up looking really pretty. It illuminated and looked nice. And I'm going to grab my Late Night shade from the Ulta Beauty Collection eyeshadows to set the eyeliner, and I'm going to let all of that dry for now and move on to my face. I'm going to grab my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and just kind of blend that in under my eyes just to illuminate again and just kind of cover up my dark circles because your girl doesn't sleep. And I'm going to also grab my Bare Minerals Bare Skin Perfecting Veil Powder and just apply that all over the face just to set everything so I can move on to bronzer and everything else. So I'm going to be using Physicians Formula Bronze Booster, which has a really great pale skin shade. So I definitely recommend that if you are a pale skin girl struggling to find a good contour shade, because it's really good. They also have a nice warm one if you need one too. I'm also going to be using the Physicians Formula Happy Booster Glow and Mood Boosting Blush in Natural, which is gorgeous. It has like a really nice illuminating effect. Oi, I am in love. Then I'm going to grab, again, another Physicians Formula Bronze Booster, but this one's a shimmer, so I'm going to use that nice gold as a highlight. It's really pretty, and if you use it wet, it's even more like, you know, kapow. So it's, you know, your preference on how intense you want it. I'm going to use my Ulta Maximum Lashes Mascara just to, you know, elongate my lashes, and then I'm going to just, again, let that sit and use my Ulta Gel Eyeliner in Blackout just to kind of deepen up that lash line and make it more intense, but only the top because I want the bottom to be like even and clean. Then I'm going to move on and use Desire on my lower lash line, and then going in with Plum Pop to define it further. I wanted this to be a light kind of lower lash line shadow, nothing too harsh, so I used a really light hand. Be careful, you can easily make this too much. I just thought there was a lot going on the top of the eye already. And I'm also going to use Frozen, which is this beautiful white shimmer in the inner corner. And then I'm going to grab my Eyelure Vegas Nay lashes in Grand Glamour, which are some of my favorite lashes. I think they look amazing. They're so beautiful, and they just kind of finish off the look. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab my Bare Minerals Under Over Lip Liner in Vibe, just because I wanted to overline my lips, and this seemed like the perfect color that I was going for. I decided that with such bright, intense eyes, kind of with like a lot going on, I wanted a nude shade, but something that was like not completely pale nude, but nothing that was gonna like distract from the eyes. So I thought this shade was perfect, and I decided to then go back in and finish off my lower lashes. I used the Ulta Maximum Lashes Mascara just to finish that off, and then moved on back to my lips. This is the Bare Minerals Liquid Lipstick in XYZ. You guys always ask me what's on my lips. This is it. It's my favorite. By far, I buy it for all my friends. I love the formula. It's great. Now I'm going to go ahead and finish off by using my Urban Decay setting spray, my all-nighter setting spray, and just letting that dry, and I'm good to go. So thanks again so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to give it a giant like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below, which, by the way, if you made it to the end of the video, leave the comment Flamingos Rock so that everybody's like, what are they talking about? Me and you will know. They won't. I love you guys so much. Thanks again so much for watching, and don't forget to check out any of the products that you guys saw me use that you fell in love with in the bottom bar below. I am literally obsessed with this makeup. Like, if I could, I would just strut the streets right now. But it's raining, and I got homework, so... good times. But believe me, I'm going to take a ton of selfies, and you guys are going to be seeing them for like years. So get ready for it. If you guys end up recreating this makeup look, make sure you tag me on like Instagram, Twitter, whatever. I will repost it on Twitter if you guys send it to me, because I'm obsessed with it and I want to see it as much as possible, and I want to see it on your face too. So thanks again for watching. I love you, and I'll see you guys next time.